Welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. I'm Bobparcell.
And I'm Stevefurrow.
Thanks you very much for watching our show here. We appreciate all the help June does for us. And please check out our company website on your screen at mountaintolake.com.
We'd love for you to stop by our office there at 195 South Main Street. We're there in Uptown Rocky Mount. We'd love for you to stop by and see us. If you're interested in buying or selling property, stop in and see us there. Those office hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And if those hours don't work for you, well, call the number on your screen and give us a shout. We'll be glad to come out and visit with you when and where it's convenient. So, Bob, we are now on the post-Thanksgiving
steamrolling to Christmas.
There you go. This is the post-Thanksgiving episode of the Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. You got any nightmares or any great memories you want to share about the Thanksgiving weekend, Thanksgiving week?
Well, I don't know. I would say maybe had three, hard to believe, have three grandchildren at the, young grandchildren at the dinner, so that was different.
Everybody behaved, right? Nobody threw any lima beans or anything like that, right?
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to lie on television. I didn't say that at all. I just said it was three young children there.
It was great to have them there, I'm sure.
Definitely. How about you, Steve? What was your overindulgence of turkey?
Well, I did my share of that. You know, I guess my grandmother's 94, and we had 44 people.
Wow. In
her kitchen, living room, dining room area. It was tight, Bob. It was tight, but we managed. We managed. And
did you do all the cooking?
No.
Did you bring anything?
Well,
besides your family.
We had Thanksgiving breakfast at our house, and so I provided the eggs, Bob.
Nice.
I didn't cook them, but I did provide them. Mm-hmm. Is that all right?
You have to ask your grandmother. It's all right with me. That's a lot of people. That sounds great. You're fortunate to have your grandmother. That's very nice.
Yeah, we were blessed from that standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Bob, post-Thanksgiving now, we're running into, as you mentioned, running up to Christmas. Tell me what's going on in the real estate market. What would you say, inventory? What kind of thoughts do you have about the real estate market today?
Well, for my really small sample of the real estate world, inventory is increasing.
Okay.
I think, again, I think primarily that's due to days on the market being longer. A few months ago, roughly a year ago, things might sell in a day or two now. They're still selling. It's still a low inventory, in my opinion. Historically, still a lot of buyer demand. It's not selling quite as rapidly, which results in more active listings.
Sure.
But from what I can tell, buyers are still looking at new listings like a hawk. Being really aware of what's out there and educating themselves. And, smart buyers are staying on top with their lender as the interest rates change to be sure they're still approved for, a particular home purchase, right, given that the interest rates have gone up. And I know some buyers are considering like buy down interest, or maybe you can speak with your lender and pretend the interest rate's down 2% less for the first year, maybe 1% for the next. Of course, there's fees associated with that. You can work with them to do the math to see if that makes sense for you. But there's still tremendous demand. I think it's still real low inventory for homes. But again, they're staying on the market a little bit longer.
So if I was a potential seller right now, Bob, would you encourage me to put my home on the market now, between now and Christmas? Or would you say maybe hold off, based off what you know of the market today?
Well, if I had made up my mind as a seller, I wanted to sell my home, I would not hesitate.
All right. Get it on there, right?
Well, you can't sell something that's not for sale.
You bet.
And you don't know when a buyer's going to come along, and there's more people that look over between Christmas and New Year's than you might think.
All right.
And as we said before, buyers really understand that if they come by and maybe you're decorating things a little bit different, that doesn't seem to be an issue for the buyer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but if my goal was to sell my home, I would not hesitate. Who knows what will happen down the road.
So if you're out there, you're interested in selling your home, thinking about selling your home, give us a call.
We'll put it on the showcase, won't we, Steve?
You bet. We'll put it right here, and we'll be broadcasting it out to lots and lots of people to give them an opportunity to see that. So with that being said, Bob, I think we've got a few houses to talk about.
Sounds great.
Tell us about this first one, Bob. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that I grew up around the corner on East Court Street, and I don't know if I delivered papers to this house or not, but I've been by it quite a bit, and I've really, I guess, encouraged or glad to see that what's been done to it.
Yep.
You know, just growing up around the corner. But this is a nice classic two-story brick home with a very large wraparound front and side porch. Built in 1922, features right at 1,400 square feet on the entry level and 955 on the upper. Has a partial basement. Look at these high ceilings older homes had, like the home that I grew up around the corner. Beautiful wood flooring. Again, the entry level has 1,369 square feet. Entry level has a formal living room, dining room with a built-in china cabinet. Shows you the nice eat-in kitchen. Also has an entry-level bedroom, laundry room on the entry floor, mud room and storage room. So if you desired, you could have one level living. I really like this picture here showing the high ceilings, the nice paint, nice flooring, built-in china cabinet. It's a really good picture there, and of course a lot of these houses have these very large staircases, and get to the top of the stairs. A lot of times there's a large area there instead of just a hallway.
This looks like a great house to entertain some folks for.
You could get 44 people in here for Thanksgiving breakfast.
I believe it.
You could, I'm sure. But you got 955 square feet on the upper level, bringing your total finished square footage to well over 2,300. Upper level features 3 bedrooms, another potential bedroom, kitchenette or nursery. These are really good pictures. Hopefully they show you the many updates, including the nice hardwood flooring that's been refinished, paint, windows. There's been a new composite decking on the rear deck, tongue and groove decking on the front porch. Also has a nice 22 by 56 workshop. So enjoy being within the town limits of Rocky Mount for this updated home on Orchard Avenue, very close to our office on South Main Street. Here's a good view of that back deck. Come down East Court, take a right on Orchard, and be on your right.
All right. Well, we're going to stay in the town of Rocky Mount, and this happens to be in the Franklin Heights subdivision. This is Hilltop Drive here in Rocky Mount, but a very unique home. When you think about properties around, Bob and I have had the opportunity to show you many properties, but this is one, and when you think about in Franklin Heights, this is certainly one of those homes you drive by and you go, well, I wonder what it looks like inside. Well, we're going to take you inside, give you a chance to see what's going on here. As you see this from the outside, we've got a nice brick home. It's actually going to have 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. You've got the nice detached 2-car garage that you see there. There's an additional single-car garage back. You've got living space above both garages, or storage space, I should say, above both garages. And so this is a very unique home located right in Franklin Heights. We talk about location a lot here, and this is certainly one that well, you couldn't ask for a better location. 6.5 acres comes with this property, and again, located in town. Find that kind of acreage, this kind of number many of bedrooms and baths. It makes it truly unique. We're going to step inside, get a chance to see a foyer area. We'll come around to a living room, dining room area, but just a lot of unique features. This home, a little over 6,600 square feet when we're talking about total square footage. So a lot to see, a lot to talk about here. Multiple fireplaces. This happens to be on the entry level. But I want to show you a nice large fireplace on the lower level. But here you can see some of the nice features here. This is the bedrooms on the entry level. There happens to be 3 bedrooms on the entry level and then 3 additional bedrooms on the upper level. Here's that the primary bedroom suite. You've got your own fireplace, which makes it very, very unique. Coming around to the bedroom. This is downstairs, the living room in the lower level. Again, a brick masonry fireplace, just truly one of a kind. You got, on a cold winter day, there's nothing like some good wood heat. And you got ample opportunity here to take that in and enjoy that here. Laundry is on the lower level. But, coming back upstairs, we're getting to those other 3 bedrooms upstairs. But you can see the size of these bedrooms. Just lots of room here to do with whatever you need, whatever you wish. You certainly won't have any trouble entertaining 44 people for breakfast in this home here. This is the detached 2-car garage there just across from the patio of this home. But you can see a nice ample size for 2 cars, and of course upstairs you've got tons of storage up there for a workshop, maybe a sewing knitting room, or you could certainly finish that out and make it into additional living space if you so desired. It is heated and cool. So here's an outside shot of that patio area, and of course going to that door takes you right into the garage. To the left will take you there to the house. But a really unique spot here, 6.5 acres. Remember we talked about right in the heart of Rocky Mount, so you couldn't ask for a better location. You certainly could have a great spot to entertain all your friends and family here. Here's that detached single car garage as well as storage and workshop area up above. But certainly got to appreciate this home on Hilltop Drive in Rocky Mount.
Next we go to the south side of Rocky Mount. This home on 1704 South Main Street, just outside the town limits, but close enough to be on public water. 1.42 acres, so you have some privacy. The land also adjoins Sunset Road, just around the corner. Sunrise Road, I'm sorry. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home with right at 1,300 square feet. Quite a few updates into the home, including heat pump, windows, roof, flooring, kitchen. Just a really good location, very convenient, yet with 1.42 acres, you definitely have some privacy. Updates include fenced yard, landscaping with a fire pit. I mentioned the kitchen island. Bathroom's been updated, quartz countertops, appliances, insulation, water heater. All these things have occurred in the last several years. Home was built in 1957, but it's been extensively updated recently. Also has a really nice sunroom you see here. There's a full basement. Again, with a heat pump to heat and cool it. And again, close enough to be on public water. Just outside the town limits of Rocky Mount. Nice wooden storage shed. South Main Street in Rocky Mount.
Bob, we're going to head to this is a listing that came on the market. Wasn't on the market very long. Ended up our contractors in a couple of days. But this property sits on Algoma Road. If you're not familiar, Algoma Road that basically runs, well, from Callaway up towards Floyd. But Algoma Road, this actually has a Boone's Mill address. Sits in a great part of the county. Tons and tons of great views. Whichever side of the house you happen to be standing on here, you get an opportunity to take in just some breathtaking mountain views there. This is a perfect, when you think about mini farms, it's 13.3 acres. You've got 3 pastures, you've got a barn and a garage, as well as there is a stream on the property. So just a lot of things to talk about here. And when it came on the market, it didn't last very long, but you get a chance to see some of those great views that we talked about. Of course, the barn and shed areas there on your left from the house here overlooking, but great spot here. And then of course you take in this being a log home, just a perfect setting for that. You step inside, you get a chance to see the cathedral beam ceilings, the nice stone fireplace. On these cold days, it's a great spot to come in and warm up. Of course, lots of windows here to be able to take in the great natural light as well as the great views that would go on throughout. But we'll keep moving along here. As I said, this property come on the market, didn't last very long. It just went under contract. So 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. Let's have a garage underneath, a little over 2,700 total square feet here with this home. Nice thing about that primary suite there, it does have its own balcony, which is always a nice feature. And, you're coming around 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths at 2,700 total square feet. Of course, you got a nice little pantry area. Here's the single car garage there underneath the home. You got the additional barn and storage shed there at 13.3 acres. Place to have a dog, cat, horse, and a pig. And, this was Algoma Road in Boone's Mill. Bob, we're going to switch gears. We're going to head to Roanoke.
Nice condo townhouse here.
Yes, sir. Got a nice townhouse here. It's in the Pines subdivision. This is Dyer Court in Roanoke. If you're not familiar, 419, you'd head to Glen Heather Drive, and then right on Roxbury Lane, then right on Dyer Court, and this townhome is on your left here. But got some great views here off the back deck. You're in a great spot when you think about there right off, not far off of 419 Franklin Road. So your ability to be at area restaurants and shopping, that just not very far, just minutes away. We step inside. The entry level is going to feature a remodeled kitchen with an island. We got, of course, dining room, living room here on the entry level. Access to the back deck there. A little over 2,000 square feet here. You've got 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Move around here to the living room. Here we get into those bedrooms we were talking about. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Those are all their entry level. The lower level is going to include a rec room or a family room. And of course, you've got access to a fenced-in patio area there. Laundry room is on the lower level, as well as storage and a roughed-in half bath there. This is the shot of the view off the back deck there. You kind of be able to appreciate that. But this would be Dyer Court in Roanoke.
So we come back to Rocky Mount for this updated home on Dent Street. This home has had a lot of updates very recently. Within the last 2 or 3 weeks, it had a new roof, not just new shingles, but all the OSB boards underneath. Roughly a month ago, had a new heat pump installed. So my opinion is you'd be hard pressed to find a home in this price range with a new heat pump and a new roof, especially the boards underneath, been done so recently. Home has 864 square feet, 1 level living. Dent Street is off of Franklin Street. Take a right and be up here on your left. A little bit on the west side of Rocky Mount. Again, 864 square feet in this 3 bedroom, 1 bath home. Other updates include this summer were paint. A lot of features have done previously, including new water line to the street, which is not an inexpensive thing to have done. Kitchen cabinets and appliances. Updated bathroom and panel box, all done in about 10 years ago. You have 1 level living with a stacked washer dryer could fit right here. Hopefully this picture shows you that the bathroom has been updated. Again, 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. Lots of storage. There's an area at the end of the carport you see in this picture. So be glad to give you more details for this home with a new roof and heat pump and anytime on Dent Street in Rocky Mount.
All right. We're going to head out of the town of Rocky Mount. We're going to go south on Virgil Goode Highway, approximately about 13 miles south of town. And this property is going to be on your right, just past Henry Road. But this is a totally remodeled brick ranch. You look at 1 level living, a little over 2,300 square feet, Bob, on the 1 level. 2,300. You couple that with the full walkout basement, puts you a little over 4,000 total square feet here with this home on Virgil Goode Highway. Has 2 acres, 2 nice usable acres. You see the attached 2-car carport here in this picture. We'll go ahead and step inside. We'll get a chance to see some of these updates and remodels that we talked about. There you go in the kitchen. See what's going on there. Plenty of storage space there with those cabinets. Lots of prep area. You do have a brick masonry fireplace in the family room. Of course, a 12 by 14 sunroom. Here we're coming around, catching some more of this entry level. As I mentioned, it's a little over 2,300 total square feet here on the entry level. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths here in this home on Virgil Goode Highway. But step downstairs, you get a chance to see what it looks like down there. Again, we talked about this home has been completely remodeled. You see the new paint. You got to appreciate the level of effort that the owner has gone through here to get this home ready to go on the market. We come around to the back side of the home. You get a chance to see that sunroom. Of course, the back side, I mentioned it's 2 acres here. We do have a couple of buildings. We've got a detached 2-car garage here. It does have an oil changing pit. I think it's 24 by 24 is what that detached 2-car garage you see there. And then we've got a couple shots inside. There's an additional garage as well, 24 by 30 that you could see there to the left. But this is Virgil Goode Highway in Rocky Mount, to be south of town about 13 miles.
Go back within the town limits of Rocky Mount for this updated home on Harvey Street. So take North Main, take a right on Rose, and left on Harvey. Last house on the right with really great views of Grassy Hills, where you'll find this 4-bedroom, 1-bath home. 1,266 square feet, all on one level. Full basement underneath. Step inside, good sized living room. Notice the nice wood floors. Very large kitchen with dining area. The back porch has been enclosed. There is heat there for heat and cooling. So you have laundry on one level. On the entry level, again, 4 bedrooms and 1 bath. Updates include a new roof in 2023. Air conditioner replaced in 2021. Also has an old furnace that was serviced last December. It's on a regular service contract. Water heater and stove in 2022 and a new panel box in 2020. Here's a good view of the back of the home. Again, it has a full walkout basement. There's those really good views of Grassy Hill I mentioned, backs up to a creek. So of course you are within the town limits of Rocky Mount, but you have a lot of privacy in this backyard backing up again to the creek with those views of Grassy Hill. Again, this is in Harvey Street in Rocky Mount, which is off of North Main. It'll be very convenient to the YMCA. Next we'll travel to Providence Church Road, has a firm address. If you take 220 south of Rocky Mount, take a right on Pleasant Hill and a left on Providence Church, you'll find this home with over 20 acres on your right. It is under contract. We hope it closes as scheduled. It's a 1-owner home, a really large front yard, sits well off the road. You can see in this picture, majority of the land is wooded. There's trails all through it. He is an avid hunter, so it's a good hunting land. Home was built in 2004, features 1,330 square feet on the entry level, has a primary bedrooms on the entry level, as well as a laundry and half bath, so you can have 1 level of living. Good sized kitchen, has a formal dining room, a good sized living room. There's a living room there with a gas log fireplace and new flooring. Again, this is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, 2 half bath home. Again, the entry level features the primary bedroom with a full bath as well as a half bath. Here's the formal dining room. Upstairs there's an additional 720 square feet, 2 more bedrooms and a full bath, as well as this large room that's a bonus room, does not have a closet. We call it a family room, and one of the largest rooms on the upper level. As I mentioned, it has a full walkout basement. There's a half bath in that lower level, roughed in for a shower, so you could have a 3rd full bath if you wished. Basement can easily be finished. Nice wraparound covered front porch. Again, the majority of the 20 acres is wooded. And Providence Church Road with a Ferrum address.
All right. Well, we're going to head out of Ferrum, come back to the town of Rocky Mount on 122 North. I think we're headed to Bedford, and we're going to take a right on Longwood Road and then a left on Round Hill. And this property here on Round Hill Road in Rocky Mount is going to be located on our left. So that's on 3.94 acres. Almost 2,700 total square feet here with this home. Almost 2,700. 3 bedrooms and 3 full baths. It does have an attached 2-car garage we're going to show you here. But this home, when you think about the setting and where it's at, you really got to appreciate when you pull up there. It just feels very peaceful here in this Round Hill Road Rocky Mount property. Step inside, you get a chance to see the brick masonry fireplace. Of course, we've got tons of cabinets here in the kitchen. Here's a lower level kitchen. Of course, we've got some shots here from the back side of the home, but you got a nice back deck, a patio area. 3.94 acres, you get a little bit of a sense here of what the property is like. You do have this detached garage as well. Workshop there for you, a 1-car garage. But this would be Round Hill Road and Rocky Mount.
Next we'll travel back to this home on Chestnut Hill Road, which also has a Rocky Mount address. And Chestnut Hill runs from Old Franklin Turnpike in Redwood over to Doe Run Road, kind of a rural setting, 1-acre lot. New heat pump was put in September of this year. Nice open floor plan with 1,960 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Nice den with a fireplace and stacked stone fireplace. Leads you over to a large living room. As I mentioned, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a rural setting on Chestnut Hill. There's a nice yard and also has a good detached 2-car garage we'll show you in a second. Of course, you have 1-level living with a laundry on the entry level, rear deck, and detached garage. So, Chestnut Hill Road with the Rocky Mount address, year built is 2000. New heat pump in September of this year. It's always nice when those big ticket items have been addressed.
Yes, sir, it is that. Here's a property on Rock Lily Road. This actually has a Wirtz address. So if you're from Rocky Mount, you were to head north on 220, you turn right on Wirtz Road and then a left on Rock Lily. This property would be out there not far away. 29.68 acres, Bob, here with this property on Rock Lily. This is a nice farm. Certainly got set up for horses. We're going to show you some of the farm buildings, stable, etc. that goes along with that. But we'll talk briefly about the house first. Get a chance to step inside. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a little over 1,870 square feet. Here, all on the entry level. It does have a partial basement. We'll come around here to the back side of the home, give you a chance to see those buildings. You've got the 60 by 90 stable with electricity and water. It does include 5 horse stalls. We've got a riding ring. We've got a chicken coop. We've got workshop. We've got a lot to talk about here with this partial wooded and open acreage. But this is Rock Lily Road in Wirtz.
So I think we'll finish this week's show on Creekwood Drive. This is a home in Roanoke County West, kind of in the Glenver area, 1,000 square feet, 1-level living. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Just minutes to all the Salem amenities. The entry level has a good sized living room, wraparound dining area and kitchen. As I mentioned, 3 bedrooms and a bath. Also has a full walkout basement. Backyard is fenced, includes a patio area with a fire pit. So we work with buyers and sellers in areas outside of Franklin, and we'll be glad to assist you in other areas.
Thank you, Bob, for joining us today. And thank you all for joining us here at Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. Take care.